Hello, I'm Tim Hellman.
I'm John.
And I'm Nick.
And this is Movie Talk. Today we're going to review the movie Lincoln. It's Steven Spielberg's telling of the Civil War. Daniel Day-Lewis plays Abraham Lincoln, and he's trying to emancipate the slaves before the war ends, right after he was elected his second term. What do you think?
Thought overall was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically my impression on it as well.
Basically good.
Yeah, really good. I really liked it.
The two lead performances were
Yeah.
Who would you consider the second lead?
Sudfield.
Yeah. I thought Daniel Day-Lewis was amazing.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of funny. I didn't actually expect him to talk the way he did.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, just because you never hear people's voices from mid-1800s, but
Yeah.
like overall, like the acting was seemed very genuine on all parts.
Well, that's kind of how I pictured Lincoln, though, I thought.
I guess that we probably don't know exactly how he talked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like pretty.
I don't think there's anyone alive from then. 150 years ago.
He was like regarded as like one of the best presidents of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And
Him and Washington are kind of...
yeah,
two of the
and
most
based
popular.
on like how genuine his performance was, it kind of, I think, gave us as a modern society an idea of what type of president he was.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he did a really good job with it. Very impressive.
Yeah, presidents definitely these days don't have nearly as much respect as,
Yeah.
as they did then.
Definitely.
Although I guess a lot of people hated him too because he wanted to free the slaves. So.
Yeah.
Freeing the slaves was basically not necessarily their economy, but their way of life. And to go from slavery at however many numbers, 4 million of them, to 0 within a day based on a vote is like going to totally change the lifestyle. But he got a lot of support out of it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it seemed like it was very accurate on all levels.
And then we were saying how it's interesting how back then the Republicans were on the side of liberty and freedom for all.
That was something I was definitely thinking about during the movie. It almost seemed like they were in a more of a progressive stance.
Whereas it's kind of reversed nowadays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When the Republicans were formed, that was one of their main principles was anti-slavery.
And now they're kind of seen as the more racist party.
Yeah,
more
I
racist
generally
than that party.
lean on the side of Democrats, but with the way that movie depicted him, it kind of made the Republicans as the more likable party.
How much do you think racism has changed today? Like, do you think it's as bad, or do you think it's almost non-existent?
Depending.
It's definitely existent.
Yeah. Definitely. It's just more disguised now. I think it's not as in your face like it used to be in the old days. It's more
It's much less institutionalized.
It's easy for people to try to deny it, even though it's obvious to others, or it might not even be obvious. It can be really hidden, but it's still there. There's also the statistics that there's more African Americans in prison now than there were in slavery 10 years before the end of the Civil War.
Huh.
They're targeted for certain crimes that white people aren't. Like, I've heard minorities 57 times more likely to be incarcerated for the same drug crime as a white person.
So it basically showed him kind of authorizing other people to bribe congressmen with jobs. So you think the ends justify the means?
And that's continued through politics forever, the different deals you have to do to get what you want. That's funny that was around then, even 150 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say in some ways more
so than
blatant than, yeah.
Well, now there's like hardly any compromise is the problem. It's like no one wants to give anything.
In terms of the movie, I guess I was really moved by it, especially towards the end of the movie. When they're getting ready to go vote, I felt so moved by the whole situation. You kind of get detached when it's 150 years ago, and seeing that situation was kind of cool.
So what star rating would you give it?
I'd go 4.5.
I'd probably go 4.5.
I think I'm gonna go 4.
Why is that?
I think it might be a little long in places.
I felt very moved and inspired afterwards. Maybe I'm not hard to be moved or be inspired, but it definitely kind of hit that heartstring.
It was very Spielberg-esque, I'd say. Well, I mean, the Spielberg thing.
Nice of these, Tim.
What? You can see it?
Yeah.